Well, that sucked. I had gone up this already, but I'd go back down and lock my goddamn car because I forgot of that. And this has all been uphill since the parking lot. So I'm assuming it's going to be uphill for a little bit more. I mean, when you can see the kind of, I don't know what you call it, the crest of a hill, at least the top of the tree line, clearly, you know, you're kind of reaching the limit of your current elevation. But off to the left there, it's that grouping of trees. It could go up a little bit more. And we are turning to the left, so I guess we'll see. That was quite a little uphill right off the bat. But I don't even think it was 100 feet. This is the first long trail I've done this year. I mean, that you've seen, this is the first trail I've done this year at all. But there have been others. I just haven't taped them because they're trails I always go to. And I don't like taping the same trail over and over and over. This is a new trail for me. So I figured, what better way to start the Big Fat Hike adventure for 2026? A brand new trail. Now you probably noticed that Sarai's not with me and the dogs aren't with me. And that's because Sarai currently has a knee injury that is making it very difficult for her to walk. I mean, she can barely flex her knee at all. So she's going through physical therapy now to get that worked out. May have to go see an orthopedic doctor to figure out what the problem is. But yeah, she's gonna be out of commission for a few months. And the dogs, well, I started out this morning ready to take them. I got their waters ready, food, got them leashed up. And at the last minute, I'm like, I got so many other things to do today. I just felt it'd be best if I didn't. Because after I get done here, I got to go to my friend's house, help him with a few tasks he asked me for help with. And then we're all linking up at another friend's house to just play board games, I guess. Because all of our girlfriends and wives are getting together for what they call Galentine's to do whatever they do. And the guys thought it would be good to all come together and hang out and do whatever. So that's what we're doing. Can't get that shot. So that literally all came about because beginning of February, actually, we got together for my friend's birthday. Went out to eat. I was like, why don't we do this more often? Because we used to get together all the time and drink and party and whatnot. But since I quit drinking and my other friend Sean quit drinking, and generally a lot of my friends quit drinking, it's hard to know what to do to get together, you know? Partying used to just be the go-to answer, you know? You didn't think about it, you just got together and hung out and partied. But after a while, it's just, I don't know. But you strip alcohol out of the equation, it's like, what is it we're gonna do? Because the one thing, when you're drunk, you'll babble on and on, listen to other people babble on and on. It's like, I don't know, conversations just seem far more interesting and engaging than when you're sober. Maybe it's because you're clear of mind and you're not delving into passion and I don't know, more analytically minded when you're sober. Harder to go down rabbit holes. Not impossible, it's just harder. But yeah, we're gonna play some. Well, the whole premise is that we're gonna get together and play Clue. But I don't know. We'll see how that works. Trying to remember the last video I did. I have not done a video since I started my new job. The last video I made was talking about doing the River to River Trail. It was my River to River Trail announcement. I only did 3 days of the River to River Trail, and then I called it because the primary reason I ended it is because I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't upload the video because, I don't know, maybe I will. Maybe I will. I was transitioning from one job to the next at that time. I'd been at my former job, I was there for 21 years, almost 22 at that point, and I was leaving it to go to a different job because, you know, they basically told me February of 2025 that they were shutting down the department. It's like, well, I guess that's the end for me. So I had to send out resumes, look for another job, and I found one. And it was with the state. And, but it wasn't, I'd already gotten, you know, been through the interview process and done all of that by that point. And I had basically, like, I think that was around the period of time where I had already left. And I was just taking that 2 week period off between jobs so I could do that trail and then start the new job in November. But I hadn't started yet. Now I have. Now we're, March is next week. Actually, I think March starts Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, or Monday, one of the two. And that'll be my start of my 5th month with the state. It's going good. It's going fine. Not nearly as many responsibilities, but you know, what can you do? I mean, I was losing my other job. I had to do something, but pays the same, so I can't complain there. Yeah, so ever since then, it's just been like one of the most frigid winters in recent memory, as far as like in the Midwest. A lot more snowfall this year, a lot more colder temperature for a sustained period of time this year, and just didn't want to get out in all of that. Not to mention my wife's been having this knee issue for quite a while, and she's just now, for the past month or so, been working on it, so hopefully we can get that addressed. But yeah, I've just gotten out like maybe twice this year. I haven't really had a lot of time. So with the inclement weather and inavailability, I've just been like, well, but this is the first real significant hike I've been able to do, or get myself out to do. She's not here because, like I said before, and I left at like 3 a.m. to get. I just scared off a bunch of deer. I was intending to do the return to Buford Mountain this trip, but because I got up at 3, but I didn't leave until 4. And I've got so many other things to do today. I had a 3.5 hour drive, you know, there, and then 3.5 hours back, plus having to travel somewhere else and do all this driving. I was like, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to put myself on those sort of time constraints. So on my way down, I changed the plan and found this. But it's still, I mean, it's 10 miles. And it's pretty good elevation, according to what All Trail says. So I'll get a pretty decent workout. Not to mention it's a new trail. It's not a return to a trail I've been to before. So that's always good. Going downhill now, which I anticipated, because like I said, this isn't the AT. You're not going up and up and up and up and up for thousands of feet. In order to get that 1600 in, I'm going to have to go up 100, down 100, up 100, down 100. Because I really don't think from baseline to peak at this portion of the Ozark Mountains, I don't think the gradients get to be that great, or the difference in elevation. I mean, if you get to a climb that's more than 150 feet in one place, I'll shake your hand. This close to St. Louis, I mean. So yeah, that's going to be that. Whole lot of, I mean, the trail's been pretty open. I mean, this is almost constitutes a 2-track with its width. It's pretty nice. I could have brought the dogs just due to the fact that there's nobody else out here. Going downhill. This is going to be a fun climb on the way back. Whew. Not looking at the screen, sorry. Looking at my feet. I don't want to end up on my butt. Oh, it's nice to get out. I've been cooped up in an office for months now. And yeah, I know I said I've gotten out and done a couple hikes, but it's just Siloam Springs and Pere Marquette are the only 2 places I've hiked this year. So I wouldn't call it like, you know, anything notable. Those are just the old standbys. I wasn't gonna hike a new trail and not tape it. Especially because Soraya would get to see it since she didn't get to come with me. I thought this might be a trail that I had been on before, but it just goes to the same area. The Green Rock Trail is about a 1.5 miles before this trail. So we've done that before. Last time we came here, we had Sky. That's how long ago that was. Oish. But Wildwood, Eureka, these areas of suburbs of St. Louis. This is out by the Six Flags Mid-America theme park. Six Flags, a place I haven't been to in over 30 years. That's like one of those places like you only go when you're a kid or if you have kids. Like a grown adult by themselves. I don't know. It just feels weird going to a amusement park. But of course, I'm of a different era, you know. I have to remind myself that the people of this era, like millennials who are coming into their 30s, are perfectly fine with doing childlike things, you know, on their own and being like, yo, whatever. Because that's what the way they've grown up their entire lives. It's been normalized. I'm Gen X, so I'm of the mindset that, you know, leave the childish things behind. You don't indulge in childhood joy and things like that. You know, you don't live your life consumed in a world of childishness, but that's my, as some would say, an outdated perspective. And, you know, but that's a hard thing to shake when the entirety of your life you were raised and brought up to believe that, you know. Hard thing to shake. Midwest is experiencing quite the little drought this year, or this winter. We got a lot of snowfall, but that stuff just sucked up into the earth as fast as it came. And now there's very little left. Oh boy. Yeah, we got a climb ahead of us. Yeah, definitely going to be working on that 1600. Whew. Was this a better choice than Buford Mountain? Only time will tell. Truth be told, I think this is actually more feet of elevation than Buford Mountain overall. Could be, I don't know. I realized in the last 2 hikes that I've done, all that endurance I built up on that trail just ain't with me anymore. I don't get it. I'm following the blue, but it splits off. I know to follow the blue until I get to the orange. So we will go this way. See where life takes us. Well, what I'd like to do more than anything is get back up to Pictured Rocks, because it's been 10 years since we've been there, and I would very much like to go back up to Pictured Rocks. Very much so. I was hoping that might be something we could do this year, but I don't know, with Sarai's knee, it might not be. I don't know. We got to wait and see. Going downhill again, by the way. We've been doing the AT for the past several years. And before we took a break, we were doing it for several years prior to that. But, I don't know. I kind of want to do more than just the AT all the time. I'd love to go out west again, but again, that's a difficult one because it takes a long time to drive out there. I'm not as confident as I used to be. I mean, my time off is much more rigid and regimented now than it was at my prior job. So, whereas I could take a week off at my prior job and be like, get back. Sarai goes back to work. I'm like, I think I'm going to take an extra day. That's fine. Now it's like, I don't have that same luxury. So I got to be more careful. Doing the trip up to South Dakota or out to Yellowstone or whatever is going to be a lot more involved. It's very pleasant getting the sunrise aspect of it. Usually that's what I expect to see at the end of the day is the sun going down. Usually in the sky about there. It's interesting to see at that level coming up. I usually don't see that unless I'm backpacking. Oh, we are going downhill. Whew. Oh boy, this is going to be fun on the bun to climb back up. There's going to be more climbing to get back to the parking lot than there is. I didn't take that into consideration. That I'd be going way, way, way down and then coming back up. So, kudos to me for botching that. Yeah, I'm going to be, after about 6.5 miles or so of hiking, having to climb the back half of this. It's probably not going to be super fun, but it is what it is. I'll just take it slow, kick it down into low gear if I need to. I'm trying not to slide. Is there somebody out here? Okay, came down quite a way. Another little creek bed about to go up. I know it doesn't look like much, but that's going to be quite the climb. And I'm not even to the loop yet. I passed a group of guys coming the other direction. So there must be a parking lot on the loop, I would assume. Because there was nobody else parked in that parking lot. And I didn't get past, so I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I pass them on the way back. I should say I'm close to the loop, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I've probably already done 3 miles. I think I got like a half a mile more to go before I get to the loop. But I just saw the elevation map and yeah, it's up and down, up and down, up and down. As expected, but that's okay. It's what I wanted. All right, later. Oh, the house over there. Nice in-ground pool. That may be where those guys are from. I don't know. I just climbed a lot. You notice I don't have my sweatshirt on anymore. Oh, I started getting really sweaty. Yeah, that was a brutal climb. So I know what I have in store for me on the way back. And probably for the rest of this trip. Ooh. Oh, boy. That took a lot out of me. So, I'm still on my way. Making my way down again. You know what they say, or at least I say. What goes down must come up. So, as we go down, we will be learning the steepness and difficulty of the elevation on the other side. Which is always fun. I'm having a good time though. I'm enjoying myself. I don't know what time it is. I forgot to look. That's how you know I'm having a good time. Because usually when I'm really stressed and exhausted and worn out, I'm checking the time every 5 minutes or every minute. I haven't checked the time since I started. Oh, I mean, besides the steepness and the roller coaster aspect of it, it's not super interesting. I mean, I haven't really been. There was a lake off in the distance that I could see that was way below me, but I'm turning away from it now. So I really don't think I'm going to see that. So, and without there being any leaves in the trees, you get a clear shot throughout, and you kind of see it's just a kind of an open valley. So, not a lot of rock formations, cliffs, bluffs. Nothing too noticeable or noteworthy. I guess it's really just the, like a lot of things in Wildwood, it's more or less just the challenge. Chub Loop. Well, Chub Loop's got some cliff face aspects to it, some rockiness, more so than this. So I'd say it's a bit more interesting. I mean, it is beautiful here, but I don't know, I'm kind of missing some of the really attractive places we've been, but they're so much farther away to get to. And you're talking to someone who's, 10 years over that. The last time I've been to some of those places, it's like, you'd like to think there's no difference between 40 and 50, or at least not that much of a difference. And physically, not really. I think I'm doing better now than I did when I was 40, but just because I'm in better shape, way less. But it's just my desire, or you could say it's my perception of time, really. I just feel like I don't have the time. That, and while I'm doing physically better at this age, my partner is not, by comparison to where she was 10 years ago. We didn't work together. Hold on. When I did my weight loss, when I started my weight loss in 2023, I didn't really coordinate with her or get her to work with me on it. I was just like, this is something I'm gonna do. And I did it. And I kind of regret not pushing that, because I kind of left her behind and focused mostly on my needs. And now I'm missing the person that I do this stuff with. It's like, it's like I carry an emptiness around with me when I come out here. And, I want her back. I want her back on these trips with me. But, if she can't, she can't. But I'd like to exhaust all possibilities first and do what I can to help her get to where she needs to be able to comfortably do this again and enjoy it again. The key is enjoying it. I mean, you can do it. I did it for years when I didn't enjoy it, when I got up to 350 or 360. But, now that I'm 250 and below, I could do this all day. I intend to. Well, not all day, but I have done it all day, multiple days. I would like to do it more often, though. But again, circumstances and time. Got another dried up creek bed here. It's, I shouldn't say that it's just because of the drought. Some of these creek beds may have been dry for a long time. Maybe it's just to allow the heavy rains to pour down into that lake down there. But I don't know the area well enough to know what's constant flow and what's not. Figure we're low enough at this point. You should see water accumulate. But like I said, the Midwest is in a drought this year. So this summer could be terrible. I'm glad I don't have any plans to do any super long hikes this year, because I could definitely be put off by lack of water. Ooh. Speaking of which, going back to the whole river trail thing that I tried last year, I think one of the things that kind of irks me about doing the river to river trail is the preparation for it. Because I'm so paranoid about water that I did water drops, and I was coordinating with this another person, so when I left the trail I ended up leaving my water drops for them. But just the idea that I have to go down super early, do all these drops, and then start, it's like, it takes a lot of that initial drive out of it. But leaving it to chance is terrifying to a certain degree. But I think I need to overcome that. I'd like to believe that I had overcome it. But with water caches, you don't really overcome anything. So would I try it again without it? I don't know, maybe. It's hard to say. Some of those stretches, though, you go long periods of time without water. Long periods of time. And it scares me to think, like, what do you do? In those areas, like right around Garden of the Gods, there's an area there where it's virtually bone dry. You know, I got water at the camp store. You know, filled up all my water there. But I mean, I think between there and where my water cache was for that day, I honestly don't believe I saw water at any point until I got to my water cache. But I think that particular day, my water cache was near a creek. So, yeah, I put my water near water. But it's just the idea that, I don't know, I guess it's leaving it up to chance like that. It's hard to say. I guess you got to really prepare in advance and make sure water's flowing in a lot of creeks, in a lot of areas, or you got to be willing to pull it from stagnant ponds and things like that. And some people, they'll just bust out the Sawyer or whatever and be like, yippee skippy, let's do it. But I don't know. I don't trust it. One of the other things I need to learn to do is take more time and stop pushing myself to like do really huge miles, because I get burnt out real easy trying to do that. That's what happened last time. I started doing like, 18 miles, next thing you know, it's like, okay, I can do it. Great. Fantastic. What's the point? Why am I pushing myself like this? I'm just going to end up day 8, feet destroyed, feeling like crap, body wrecked, feeling miserable. I need to learn to take my time and enjoy myself. There's that house again. Oh, geez. Now it's up on the hill. So we started. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's up between those trees. Yoink. There it is. Oh, there we go. So I was above that house when I was coming down the hill. Or I'd climbed up to get to that area where that house was. But I was above it. Now I'm below it. So, yeah, looks like I got an equal distance climb. Is that the same house? Because there's another house over there. I think it is. I don't know. A lot of houses tucked away back here. That's crazy. Whew. Oh, we got a climb ahead of us now. All right, I'm gonna cache it for now. Okay, I'm on the loop now. I'm hearing something. Hold on. Okay, I take that back. Now we start to loop. One second. All right, so my friend is getting all weird and squirrely on me. The friend I changed plans for and changed my Buford Mountain plans to come here. Now he's like, I don't need your help. Like, Jesus. So I'm giving him crap. So I'm like, I already changed my plans. I had a whole posse coming with me to help. Last minute plan changer. But, this trail's been okay. I mean, I can't complain. I've enjoyed it. That first 3.5 miles was an eye-opener for sure. hoping this loop stays kind of consistent along the ridge. It'd be nice if it did. But somehow I don't think that's going to be the case. I could be wrong though. But we shall see. I've got basically, was 8? I got 2 hours to clear this. So, I don't know. I don't think I'm making very good time, to be honest. Of course, I don't really remember when I started. I checked the metadata to see when I got here. Well, I'm pretty sure it was 6:30. I don't know. Let me check. Yeah. So now I'm not going. He lined everything. Oh, I need all this help for today. And then he doesn't even secure a dolly to move the thing he wants to move. And the thing that I was originally going there to do, which was help him mount a wall mount for a TV. He's like, oh yeah, that never came in. I was like, well then why did you ask me to come on this particular day? Like, who says, hey, can you help me put something up that you don't even have in your possession? Ugh, whatever. That's my friends though. They quite literally just don't have their head screwed on straight. But, you know, due to that, really, I honestly wouldn't have found this trail. So, you know, it worked out. Can't complain. I mean, I would have driven further away and went to Beaufort Mountain if I didn't have all this to do. But now at least I don't have to drive out of my way to go do a bunch of other stuff today. So I can literally take my time and do as I please. I'm not on a clock anymore, which I guess you could say is, you know, better overall. I do like being on a clock though. I kind of find that giving myself, you know, places to be and things to do, it keeps me goal-oriented, keeps me motivated, moving forward to a certain end result. Open-ended things, it's too easy to just abandon. But I also do get into routines. It's one of the things I say about, you know, when I go out on long distance hikes, if I can get past day 3 or 4, then I'm pretty much locked in because I'm already set in the routine by that point. It's just overcoming it usually by day 4, by day 3 or 4, I'm setting the routine. But it's getting past that day 2, day 3. Day 2 is the hardest. Day 3 is easier. Day 4, I'm good to go. But if I haven't weaseled my way out of a hike by day 3, then I'm definitely committed. But most of my hikes usually end on day 3. Day 2 or day 3. Planned hikes, that is. It's hard for me to mentally commit to, you know, a routine like that. Especially if I'm overburdened, hot, in pain, tired, stressed out, whatever. It's like everything contributes to the end result of me just sabotaging myself, not being in the right mindset. I think that's kind of what happened last time. Was it's way hotter than I thought it was going to be. B, I was intending. Well, that sucked. That's my fault. I have a new phone, by the way. Since starting my new job, I mean, for the past God knows how many years, I had a company phone, my last job, so I had to buy my own phone. And I thought this would have enough space to do everything I needed to do, but apparently not. And I didn't offload the footage that I did of the river to river trail, so it's been on my phone this whole time. Well, I hit a recording limit. Maybe I will. I just had to stop and delete all the footage from the river to river trail last year because I ran out of storage. I have 128 gigs of storage on this phone, but I had recorded 3 days worth of footage, and apparently my settings are kind of high, on the higher end, I suppose. And yeah, I didn't clear those videos off my phone when I got home, so they're gone. But I wasn't planning on posting it anyway. It's probably the best. I don't know. I didn't even watch this stuff after I got it. I mean, it's been on my phone this whole time, and I never offloaded it, so it's just kind of is what it is. So whatever. I am going to post this though. It took me a second because I already said all of this and did all of this, but it wasn't recording because even though you put something in the trash, doesn't mean it's deleted off the phone. So I had to go in and delete it out of the trash. It is recording now, and we are going to finish this, come hell or high water. So yeah, if my last clip ended abruptly, which I'm sure it did, that's the reason why, because it literally ran out of storage. But I've got like 60, I've used 66% up to this point, so I've got like, I don't know, maybe 40 gigs left. So it should be fine. I got a bunch of audio files I can delete too, but that's only 7 gigs. But I'm not intending to tape the entire time. At least I hope I don't. It took me a little bit to find this loop. I got to an area that was like kind of like a road or a turnaround area. I was like, where are we? How did I get here? But it's just the trail came up and then it kind of wrapped back down away from it. So I figured it out pretty quick. But I'm still on the loop. And then once I wrap my way back around to where I left off, it's just walking back to the parking lot at that point. But that's going to be a climb and a half. I guess technically I don't have to tape that portion of it because, I mean, I've literally already walked that path. I mean, I guess I could tape it from the other direction. But yeah, it is what it is. Oh, this is a lot of down. I'm going to get those shirts made. I swear, I'm going to design it. I know I had a t-shirt company print me a t-shirt from a design that I got off the internet last year, or earlier this year, or last year. No, it was last year. No, it was this year. I don't remember. I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. And they did such a good job that I was thinking, man, if I ever need, like, if Sarai and I ever do a Big Fat Hike t-shirt, I'm gonna get them to do it. But I'm not gonna print like a ton of them. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna design one, print it out, wear it in some videos, and see if anyone likes it. Wear it on hikes, wear it to hiking events, see if anybody wants it, try to sell them at those. Create a website to sell them. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to dedicate a whole hell of a lot of time to e-commerce and things like that. I do think the shirt, I mean, basically it's just a shirt that says what goes down must come up. I don't really have the graphic or the art worked out that I want it to be. I have a general idea, but I'm going to try to figure that out. Ultimately, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Well, I think we've made it to the bottom. Another dry creek bed. Whoa. Now we go this way. I think there's an orange blaze up here, so I hope this is the right way. I can check the Old Trails map to make sure. But I don't think I go the other way, because based on the loop that I'm doing, I'm going counterclockwise. No, I'm going clockwise, that's right. So yeah, I'm going the right way. Whew. And I think this begins the ascent. And I'm not looking forward to that because I just came down a lot. And the brutal part is I'm going to have to go up and back down, then back up again. But 1,600 feet overall. I mean, I knew what I was in store for. I mean, I'm the one who selected the trail after all. I don't know if Sarai would enjoy this trail or not. She probably would right now since there's no bugs and there's no heat. But her knee just wouldn't hack it right now. But when she starts feeling better, I have to bring her back here. Although this loop trail is a horse trail, combined trail. She wouldn't like that part, but the first 3.5 miles, I don't think horses are allowed on that. Ooh, look! I said dry, but there's a little bit of water in it. So I guess I wasn't at the lowest, as I still came down a bit. Maybe I'll get to that lake that I saw earlier. I don't know. Only time will tell. I kind of got confused because I got to that sign and I thought, man, there's no way I'm done with the loop yet. And I'm not. That's just a different connector trail to a parking lot. Not necessarily the parking lot trail I'm going to. Just a different one, apparently. Yeah. That threw me for a loop. No pun intended. But I'm still on the loop. I got a little bit left to go before I get back to where I started. But it's interesting nonetheless. Oh, I did come up quite a bit. It looks like I'm going to be going up a little bit more up here. But it has certainly been up and down. I'm not under any real time strain anymore, so I've been kind of taking it easy, doing my own thing. Thinking about things, contemplating, running through scenarios, doing the thing I usually do, forgetting to record because I'm locked in my own mind. The whole purpose of me taping this thing is to show you the trail, and I'm glossing over huge parts of it. Well, not really. I've gotten quite a bit of the loop, actually. I mean, in essence, it's generally a lot of this. There's no real bluffs or vistas, anything of note that really caught my eye. So it's more or less just like I said, most of the trails around Eureka, Wildwood, these areas, Amadon, to the north and all this, it's like, they're just kind of like, you know, endurance trails. It's almost for like, you know, trail running. Not really for the sights, I would say. But then again, for people from the city, this is close enough in their backyard. I mean, I'm not going to say it's terrible. It's better than anything I've got near my home. And come to think about it, I mean, well, I guess I can't say that. There's the stone house. I mean, Siloam Springs is a old-timey mining village. So it's kind of like you're taking a walk through history when you walk that trail. There's a remnants of, you know, the village that used to be built up there. There's not really that much here, but it's still a good trail to hike. Good and long, plenty of elevation. Like I said, endurance. Okay, had to make sure it was the right aspect. So now it's time for the Big Fat Hikes hiking gear review. Today's episode is about my shoes, the Merrell Moabs. I'd say I bought these shoes because they were the only shoes that fit me when I was hiking before. You know, when you're over 300 pounds, you have really wide feet. It's hard to find hiking shoes that, you know, feel comfortable. So you have a very limited selection. So obviously I went with the Merrell Moabs. But I'd say after 10 years of hiking the Merrell Moabs, I've got to say, while they're very, very durable, they last forever, they're not comfortable. They're really, really not comfortable. And I'm coming to that realization. And the reason why is because last October, before I started the River to River Trail, I bought new hiking shoes that I was intending to hike the trail in. But I ended up liking them so much that I was like, you know what, I'm going to wear these all the time. And I'm just going to wear my Moabs on the trail. Well, I got a pair of oboes. I don't recall the actual type or brand, or, you know, I just know the brand is oboes. But they are so comfortable. They are so unbelievably comfortable. It's like they fit snug. They're not tight. They fit well, great. Hug my feet. Don't slide around. And the bottom, the soles, offer plenty of padding to help cushion steps and things. Would be ideal for long distance hikes. Moabs, they're flat. That's like walking on planks of wood. I mean, your feet kind of get used to it after a while, but man, you put on serious miles, 10 or more, you really start to feel it in these. And I'm really starting to think that I need to change up my shoes. But I don't know, those oboes are still in such nice condition. I don't want to take them out on the trail because they're going to get really dirty really quick. And I wear them to work when I'm not in session. Because session I have to wear dress clothes. But I wear them to work, and if they get all dirty and scuffed up and trail run, I don't think they'll go good in the office anymore. So yeah, I would highly recommend oboes, but obviously, you know, for bigger hikers, 300 plus, and if you need a wide shoe, I feel your pain. You know, your limited options. I wish I knew of another brand that offered wide shoes that were comfortable or better, but unfortunately I don't. So that's if you're ever wondering about the Merrell Moab, durable, sturdy, last you forever, not very comfortable. Thank you. Here's what I was looking for. This is my jam. Okay, so now I guess I turn and go back this way. And now it's 3.5 miles back to the parking lot. Big time fun. There's a group of ladies in front of me. And yeah. So I'll pick it up frequently on the way back. Get a few shots here and there. But I don't know as much. But we'll see. I keep seeing these big paw prints occasionally. I don't think they're a dog. They might be, but I don't know if they are or not. based on some of the poop I've seen out here. Might be a big cat. I see deer hoof trails. Oh, geez. Yeah, I see some dog prints, but there's some big ones with like claws. Like big claws. I was like, I don't think that's a dog. It could be though. Hard to say. Ooh. Oh, I got a ways to go still. Ooh. Starting to feel it in my knees considerably. My calves are getting pretty warm. I feel it in the back of my knees for sure. Everything else is fine. But yeah, going from like, 4 miles, 3 miles, stuff like that, to 10 miles with 1,600 feet of elevation is a pretty big jump. But I mean, I know I can do it. It's just taking the initiative and having the will to do it. And it's been fun. Not looking forward to this climb though, because I know this is the climb back up to above where those houses were. That might be a little brutal. We'll see. Well, I'm back at the house with the in-ground pool. I don't know if you could see it all that well. But I'm making pretty good time on the way back, I have to say. I thought it was more brutal coming the other direction than it has been going back. But, because this was the brutal climb that I did right before I got to here. So, interesting. Or maybe I just wasn't ready for it at the time. And now I've built up enough because I've been doing it for the past hour or so. Whew. Oh, I hate downhill. Especially without my trekking poles. This is how I stumble and fall. Is by taping myself going downhill. Whew. So I should probably put it away. Nah, that was just steep. That was a hard downhill stretch. It was pretty steep, so it makes sense that I was struggled so hard going up it. I'm still not all the way down. This has been a good experience, I have to say. I mean, Buford Mountain would have been fine too, but it's so much farther away. Oh. But at least I get to show you guys a new trail. At least new to me. I mean, people watching this may have already been on it before. But I've enjoyed it. It's got its challenges. A little sparse on the, sites, as I mentioned before. You get some wildlife if you come early enough. I've ran into pretty good groupings of deer at least 3 times. Not so much now in the past hour and a half with more people being out here, but when it was darker and earlier, yeah, I saw quite a bit of deer. So if you live in the St. Louis, Missouri area, I mean, come on out. Why not? I think this is Don Robinson State Park, not Edmund A. Babbler. I'm pretty sure it's Don Robinson. But Fox Run has been fun. It should be called Fox Fun. Yeah. Whew. Just completed a brutal climb. So that took a lot out of me. I think I'm about halfway now. So I should be, I don't know if there's any more significant climbs left, to be honest. There's a few ups and downs, but I think that was the most brutal. I got a downhill to get back to the parking lot, but I don't think I have any real serious ups at this point. I could be wrong though. Oh, man, that took a lot out of me. Here's a little bit of your view coming from the other way. Pretty good clearing of the hills. Ooh. Back down I go. And then back up. Oh. Well, I was right about it not being too steep, but it has been a slow and long uphill. And boy, after a long enough period of time of going uphill, your calves really start to burn. Oh boy. It has been a while since I've done a longer trail, that's for sure. But it feels good. I'm starting to get some of that lactic acid pumping out of my calf muscles. Whew. I'm glad it's hitting now and not later. Or earlier, I meant. Whew. Because I think I'm kind of coming to the end of this trail, i.e. the beginning. I'd have to check the map to be sure, but I think once I curve to the left here, I'm kind of in the last little area. I could be mistaken though. Okay, I'm not exactly where I thought I was. I'm approaching a place on the All Trails map for this trail that's marked foliage. So it's fairly close, but not where I thought I was. It's definitely not the home stretch, but it's getting there. Soon enough. I'm starting to stumble. Well, I said I didn't have any more climbs. Significant climbs. I must have forgot that last one. Because, geez, that was a rough one too. My pace has slowed down considerably after that. That took a tremendous amount out of me. I can tell that I've let a lot go these past 4 months. Let a lot go. My strength is definitely diminished. I'm gonna have to build that back up. Ooh. Ooh, I'm still feeling it. Still having fun. Just really feeling it now. Okay, so this should be my last little climb before the final little leg that's, I'm pretty sure, all downhill at that point to the parking lot. Oh, my calves are really burning. Oh, my calves are really hurting. I passed a few different hikers. I figured it's almost 10 now, so I'm just There's gonna be a lot more people coming out and starting the trail because it's a nice day out. So the trails around St. Louis usually get pretty populated on good days. So I'm surprised I haven't seen more hikers. But then again, this is a pretty long trail, so people tend to avoid the longer trails, go on the shorter ones. But this was a good workout. This was a very good workout, I'd have to say. So I'll have to bring Soraya back to this, but not immediately. She's got to work her way up to this. Oh, because my calves are... All right, I'll pick it up at the parking lot. One last climb just to seal the deal. Oh, but there's my car. I am back at the parking lot. Oh, boy. That was quite brutal on me. 3.5 hours is what it took me to do 10 miles, which is pretty good considering. Oh, but my calves are burning. Lactic acid is being pushed out of my muscles like crazy. Oh, but I'm done. So that was Fox Run and whatever that loop was. I forgot the loop, but I'll put it in graphics below. That'll be in the title. You'll see it. I highly recommend it. It's a very challenging trail, and it was pretty fun. First time back, first big hike of this year. It wasn't so brutal that I swore off hiking or anything, but Roundhouse loop, that's what it is. Okay, so yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more. I plan on doing a lot of hiking this year, so check back for more installments.